So this is the video where I show you how to flip houses in Japan. Not so difficult. Okay, so some explaining. First is the plumbing. This is the black water, and grey water comes in those open sewers. Surprising, but this is the system in Japan. About 20% of the houses still use the grey water from the kitchen sink through the open sewers. They look like this. So basically rainwater and water from your kitchen sink goes through there, then to the river and to the ocean without any treatment. So this is how you can dispose of grey water, but they changing to the treatment. So this is a gas meter with a little dongle for the earthquake. When the metal ball falls down, the switch will switch off. So this is totally manual, and wait for it. The electricity, it basically comes from those poles. They don't use so much underground wires, so it comes from there to here to the meter. And what's interesting, it's totally computerized, so if you want to switch it off or if you forget to pay your bills, they can control this from the computer and switch it off within seconds. What else? Well, you have this sunshade. It's getting very hot, so they like to spread those plastic sheets in front of the windows. And well, let's take a look inside. Okay, so this is the inside. Mostly it is gutted. Not much garbage and stuff of the former owner remains, which is a good thing because throwing away garbage in Japan can be quite expensive. There are many recycle laws, and some things can cost more to throw away than to buy. It's mostly with electronics and drywall. So you see the walls, they are made of what they call the soil wall. Basically soil means dirt, because they just pick some clay like soil and stuck it between bamboo sticks. It looks very primitive. You see on the top there are those bamboo sticks protruding. It looks very primitive, but probably for ecology it's not a bad thing, because you can just when you demolish the whole thing, you can just return the soil to the soil without any treatment, and the bamboo is easy to just burn without much pollution. So this is the wall with some plaster on it. On the right is a wall with a cement paste but not plaster, and on the right this yellow checkered pattern. This is the soil. The yellow color means it's a clay like soil which they inject between those bamboo sticks. It's not hard at all, it's just sitting there by dint of those bamboo sticks, but it's doing its job, so I cannot say it's a bad thing. Most of Japanese buildings are made in this way. That is old one, before they started using drywall and the plasterboard. So the walls are to be reinforced and then covered with plywood and then wallpaper. The floor will be all stripped It has to be on the same level. Now it's just temporary floor. You can take a peek under the floor. There is nothing there. There is no concrete. It's just a bare soil, which is good because you can change things easily, but the bad thing is that it's not so hygienic. Many insects and particularly termites. Here you have example what the termites do to the wood. It just takes a few months to consume such a massive member of wood. They're really very efficient. Once the wood gets wet, it starts emitting a particular smell which attracts them. They're coming from the soil and bring back the nutrients back to the soil to the nest. The process is very fast and the damage is quite formidable. So this yellow board here, this is a plasterboard. The bathroom probably won't be much changed. It looks quite good. It was repaired quite recently. Then you have a boiler for the bathroom. They're using gas boilers for each building separately. This one is for the neighbor and this one is for this house. So this costs about $1,000 for the cheapest one. But since this one is not broken, even old, it's doing its job quite well. Maybe the hose, because it's rubber, would be recommended to change. Before they started using the gas, they were using kerosene in those blue canisters. They pour it into a small heaters indoors. The smell is quite awful, but well, still quite many people using this because it's very cheap. The price of kerosene is subsidized by the government, so you can buy it for 60% of the price. So in the end it goes quite cheap. These aluminium doors, they are not dirty. This is oxidation, this white powder. It's quite difficult to remove this probably. This will have to be replaced or painted. Let's see. So you have some garbage here, some part of the window. So those old houses, mostly the job is to repair them but also make them nice. So you have to get rid of all those ugliness, get rid of garbage, paint, clean, etc. You can have a small peek under the house. There's about 40 centimeters of space between the ground. You have all the plumbing, gas going there. It's easy to access them by removing the floor. But as I mentioned before, it's just a soil, so not so pleasant. Well, that's about it. This room is almost finished. The remaining work is to replace the floor. Now it's not quite flush. It has to be at the same level. Well, a few more months.